ever, Julesworks Follies. Thank you for coming. I should introduce, for the first time ever tonight, I have a co-host because it just got to be too much of a scramble for me to MC and also be in the skit. So, world famous author Trent Zelazny.
Yeah. And I need a microphone because I'm clearly very stentorian.
He's soft-spoken.
The amazing, multi-talented Chris Diesler.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. You got more applause than I did. Maybe, you want a
I'm a
job?
bestseller.
You want this job? Because you could have it.
No.
All right. You know what? Maybe we should just go ahead and jump right into it. Well, maybe there's people sitting down. I don't know.
They aren't sitting down.
Keep in mind that this show has a lot of coming and going, a lot of skits, a lot of songs, a lot of soft shoe. Well, maybe not a lot of soft shoe. But, you can come and go as you please. You don't have to raise your hand. You just kind of be quiet. Try and be quiet and considerate when you come and go, especially when you're opening that back door, because it could be kind of noisy out there. And I will warn you ahead of time, our budget for props, for costumes, for sets, very limited. So use your imagination, especially when we're doing Hitchhikers and we're on the spaceship. Why don't you...
And there's also a bar and concessions.
Ah, yes.
Yesterday, I was 3.5 years sober, so...
I'll drink your beer.
Time to drink!
Should I drink your beer?
Make sure you drink for me,
All right.
and
Make sure
you
and tip.
tip.
He drinks 2 beers.
If you don't tip, we'll all scowl at you behind your back.
Had 2.
All right,
3
let's
years
get
sober doesn't
our
include
first
heroin.
performer up. He's been with Julesworks an awfully long time, maybe as long as you.
Yeah, probably, at least.
Mr. Greg Turner.
Yay!
1, 2. This is dedicated to my friend Dave that passed away last week. He'd think this was funny. When I looked at you today, I didn't know just what to do. Your fingers, they were cold and gray, but that's when I fell in love with you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a necrophiliac in love? Remember when we had that fight, you wouldn't speak with me no more. But now you're silent like the night, so stiff and frozen on my floor. Each night I ask the stars up above, oh stars, why must I be a necrophiliac in love? I cry her tears for nobody but you. That's why I'm here. They told me you were through. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a necrophiliac in love? You look like a ghost, so beautiful on the floor, and I love you the most, 'cause you keep me wanting more. Well, if you cannot speak to me, well, that's okay, I know it's hard to do, I'll just hold on to your rotting corpse, and I'll never stop loving you ever. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a necrophiliac? You run it close off like this. Whoa, 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 a necrophile in love. Whoa, 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 a necrophile I don't want to be. Whoa, 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 a necrophile but I've got to be. Why must I be a necrophiliac in love, or why? Thank you.
Here for Greg Turner. Hi.
Hey.
So up next, we have Chris Easter and Jules. They present a pithy little philosophical scene from A Little Bit of Fry and Laurie in honor of the coming Hugh Laurie show at the Lensing. Is that correct? That is correct. All right. So without further ado.
Do we have any Hugh Laurie in the audience tonight? No? Good, because he'd probably sue us.
So here you are, Diesler and Jules.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, can I help you?
Ah, yes. Your face, my arse.
No, can I help you?
Oh, I would like some information, please.
Yes.
Well,
Well, what?
I would like some information, please.
What sort of information would you like?
Well, what have you got?
Oh, all kinds.
Like what?
Oh,
Such as?
the average weight of a rabbit.
Oh, I never knew that.
What?
I never knew rabbits had average weights.
Oh, yes.
Well, have you got any other information?
Of course, but you've got to ask me questions, you see.
And you give me the answers.
That's right.
If I ask the questions. Ah, okay. What was the name of
Yes?
the bloke who taught me geography in school?
I'm afraid that's hardly the sort of thing. All right, his name was Colin Drip.
Oh, that's right.
Drippy, you used to call him.
Ah, core, drippy. Well, that takes me back a bit. Do you know what he used to do?
Yes.
Oh. Drippy. There was another bloke in class. What was his name?
Adams, Asham, Bennett, Connor, Fredericks, Hodgson?
Hudson, that's it! Ned Hudson. Blimey, he used to drive old Drippy up the wall. Do you know what he did? I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, no, you got it right. He used to drive poor
He used to drive poor Drippy up the wall. You know what he used to do?
Yes.
Oh. I wonder what happened to him.
He married a girl called Susan Trite, and they live in Fenton near Worcester.
Oh, I never met her.
Oh, yes, you did. You sat next to her on a number 29 bus down Balsham Road on July 4th, 1972. She told you all about the Bay City Rollers. You were in love with her until the following Wednesday.
Oh, you've got quite a lot of information then.
Now we try to provide a service. Anything else?
Yes. Could you tell me?
Yes.
Could you tell me how to be happy?
How to be happy?
How to be happy.
I'm afraid to say that information's restricted.
Ah, but you do have it.
Oh, yes.
But it's restricted.
I'm afraid so. Sorry.
Contented?
Yes, thank you.
No. Do you have any information on how to be contented?
Oh, I see. Yes, we have information on that.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's a secret.
Oh, come on.
All right. The secret to contentment is
Yes?
don't ask questions. All right. You know, before I introduce this next act, I should mention that my co-host Trent Zelazny, for probably a very short time, but it's worth noting, he outsold William Shakespeare on Amazon. As a player.
Bob Shakespeare, right?
Huh?
Bob Shakespeare, right?
And with that, is it Shakespeare's birthday this month or something? I think
Every
so.
month is Shakespeare's
Every-
birthday. Ode to the Bard.
400 years.
We've got
Shakespeare is so many people that they had birthdays in every month.
we've got a special Shakespeare salute tonight from Greg Hara. Ah, where is he? Ah, he's way back here. Are you beatboxing?
Yep.
You are. You might need to grab this mic.
Thank you.
Or you might need to grab Trent's mic. Greg, are you using a mic?
Sure.
Use both.
2 mics. I might have to call BPS. Beat Protective.
Willie Nelson's birthday's today.
Willie
How y'all
Nelson
doing
and
tonight?
Shakespeare is-
Good.
It's good to see you. It's nice to be here
Isn't it
for
cool?
Bob Shakespeare.
Ah, Shakespeare.
Everyone always asking me who I think Shakespeare was. I don't know. It just takes so much energy just to get through Shakespeare. I'm getting ready to go out to San Francisco and do as far as we can tell, the world's first Shakespeare rap album, first hardcore Shakespeare rap album.
Hardcore Shakespeare.
It's going to be good. Oh, he's great. You know, I talk about Shakespeare a lot. I perform Shakespeare a lot, and he's. So I was thinking about fellatio the other night. Now, to me, fellatio sounds like Mercutio's cousin, doesn't he? Can't you just see him going, "Oh, my good Lord Fellatio! Ah, here he comes. Come, Fellatio, come! Thou doth blow, oh blow, Fellatio, blow! Thou doth suck the seed of life from my very marrow." But I don't know. Cannabis also sounds like another character, but that's the only thing that's clear to me about who Shakespeare was, is that he was a stoner, because Shakespeare says, Hamlet says, "To be or not to be." And then he goes on for another 54 lines, just like a stoner. There's the question, man, whether it is nobler in the mind. We're going to do Shakespeare rap in a second, but I wanted to do really quickly for you the beginning of this piece that was recently discovered by Shakespeare. It's about an old prince, and he's looking back on his life. And this is just the beginning of the monologue, and then we'll do some Shakespeare rap. The prince looks around and he says, "In West Philadelphia, I was born and raised. On the playgrounds is where I spent most of my days. Shooting up Max and relaxing, all cool, and I was shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of boys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared and said, 'You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Ballard.' I whistled for a cabriolet, and when it came near, I could tell, if anything, that this cabriolet was rare, but I thought, no, forget it. You're home to Bel Air. I pulled up to a house about VII or VIII, and I yelled to the cabriolet, 'You're homes. Smell you later.' I looked at my kingdom. I was finally there to sit on my throne as..." We're gonna wrap some Shakespeare. Stephen's, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can find me on Facebook at Shakespeare Rap. Stephen here, I just met him. He's volunteered to help me out with a little beatbox. And I got my little sign here for Shakespeare Rap. I normally work at Renaissance festivals, and when you see that. I see what you did there.
As Garrison Keillor would say, you'll know what to do. It's a good night to be back here. I'm gonna match your beat. Anyone here have a favorite sonnet, a favorite, you tell me when I gotta get out of here. Anyone have a favorite sonnet out there? Good. This is the show that the reviewer told me, he says, great show for people who like Shakespeare and a better show for people who hate Shakespeare.
Ending sonnet in Othello.
Ending sonnet in Othello. Good, let's do 29. Sonnet 29. I like that. There we go. We say at the Renaissance Festival, drop it the beat. A round of applause for him. Here we go. Winning disgrace with a fortune in men's eyes. I all alone believe my outcast state and trouble death heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, then wishing me like to one more rich and hope feature like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope. With what I most enjoy, can predict at least, yet in these things myself I was despising. Happily I think on me and in my state, like to the heart yet break a day arising from soul and earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remember, ho, 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 such well brings, ho, ho, then I scorn to trade my state, ho, 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 with kids, ho. Thank you guys. That's Shakespeare. Have a good night. Happy birthday, Bill. He's 450, but he doesn't look a day past 367. Have a good night, guys. Love you. All's well that ends well. And then he couldn't figure out how to put the mic in.
Sliding in the hole. Don't worry about it.
Nice job.
Thank you guys. Love it.
Give it up again for Bob Shakespeare. Okay. As you may have figured out, I'm new to this. Our next performer is Patrick Chavez, who continues performing his Zoe stories. Patrick represents the core ethos of the Follies in that 20 months ago he shared stories he had handwritten for his daughter.
24 months ago.
24 months ago. Woo! Typo. So female power flows all through Zoe's tales, and would you please welcome the amazing Patrick Chavez.
Thank you. Baby Zoe. Baby Zoe was so cute and adorable. Her brown eyes sparkled like the finest amber. Her smile lit up the room. It would melt the most curmudgeoniest curmudgeon's heart into a big puddle of goo. She began each day early in the morning and had a strict schedule that she followed to the letter. First order of business, off to the bathroom. Business complete, check. Teeth brushed, check. Hair brushed, check. Different brushes used, check. Off to breakfast, and it was delicious. Eggs and bacon and toast and juice and milk. And afterwards, she helped Papa clean up. Then it was time to play. Today, she's going to take her dolls on an adventure to the great outdoors. Barbie was dressed in a tennis outfit. Little Miss Susie Puff, her favorite togs and favorite hat. Raggedy Ann looked like she was ready for fun in the sun. She laughed and giggled at the adventures she created. Later, she read a book and tried to remember the words and the colors and the shapes. A snack and time for a nap. She fell asleep. She dreamed of rainbows and puppies and algebra. Algebra! When she woke, the lines from the blanket were all on her face, and her hair was smushed into the side of her head. Papa cleaned her up, loaded her in the car, and off to the zoo they went. After many versions of the wheels on the cow go round and round, they arrived at the zoo. Beautiful birds, ferocious carnivores, slow-moving pachyderms, and animals of all size and shape. After a picnic lunch, Papa loaded everything into the car, and soon Zoe was a visitor to the La La Land, and she dreamed a replay of everything that she had done that day. When they got home, she remembered the sound and the song of the elephants. She had a horn of her own, and she blew the most loud, beautifulest, trilliest note ever. Papa jumped and tossed the salad right into the sink. A piece of lettuce landed on his head, and they laughed and laughed. After dinner was over and the dishes were put up, Zoe and Papa played elephant and lion. Zoe on her horn, Papa laying out some hot licks on the drums. Then it was time for a bath. She was all hair squeaky clean, teeth brushed, all warm and comfortable in her favorite PJs. She gave Papa a big kiss on the cheek as he tucked her in for the night. Papa pulled out a book and began reading a story that he had started the night before, and soon Zoe's eyes were closed, and she smiled as the Sandman placed his mystical dust on her eyes. The dust derived from the tears of dinosaurs long extinct and dragons from eons gone by. What love and wonder would she find next? Only the next day would reveal itself as she woke up at her usual time. The end.
Patrick Evans! All right, now the Julesworks Improving Improv returns with a vengeance. We need Sonnenfeld, Engstrom, Sibley is the announcer. This is an improv exercise we have dubbed Instant Commercial. I need a suggestion from the audience. What? Huh? Pineapples. What kind of pineapple?
A little more evolved.
Something, yeah, I need an adjective.
Pineapple alcoholic beverages.
What?
Something that doesn't exist.
Weaponized pineapples?
Weaponized pineapple.
Weaponized pineapples!
Are you battling terrorists? Then perhaps you need the weaponized pineapple. It is easily concealed from TSA as it can be inserted into any orifice.
Oh dear, there are some pineapples, some terrorists over there. What do we do? Oh, well, we can't just let them terrorize people.
I don't know, maybe we can. I'm out of pineapples.
Well, what would you do with the pineapple? You can't stop a terrorist.
Oh, I was having fun with the pineapple.
Well, how are you having fun with it?
Oh, nothing.
No, you tell. This is getting interesting.
Oh, come over here.
Hey, Ross,
To
yes,
the back
yes.
room, just for a moment.
Okay. Oh my God! Why would you do that with a pineapple?
Weaponized pineapple!
That's it.
More?
That's
Or are
it.
we-
Short,
are we good?
short and sweet.
All right,
That's
cool.
Oh,
Shorts. My heavens! All right. Boy, this is moving right along. It might not be 5 hours long after all. All right, it is my pleasure to introduce Joey Flair, if you're ready. She's got a fantastic voice. She's a person, you know that's true, and we're more than happy to give her some time on the Julesworks stage. By the way, there is going to be an open slot later if anybody has any ideas for a short 1 or 2 minute thing that you want to do. That's how a lot of people end up in the fold. I'm warning you. Okay. Do you need a mic stand? No?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god. So this next song is gonna be about pineapples.
With our
I love me some pineapples.
I'm joking. It's not. I do love pineapples though. Okay, no, the song is called Love Affair by Regina Spektor, a cappella. Woo! Okay. Hold on, I feel like I'm an asshole with my sunglasses on my head. This chick, really? This inside. Anyways, okay.
There was a love affair in this building, a kind of love affair which every respectable building must keep as a legend. Slowly festering through an innocent by the way of, have you heard he was perfect except for the fact that he was an engineer. Mothers prefer doctors and lawyers. Do, 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 da, 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 bum, 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 ow. Yet despite this imperfection, he was clean looking and respectable looking, and you'll never find a mother who doesn't appreciate a natural man. So he grew healthy aloe vera plants by the window, healthy teeth in his mouth, healthy hair on his head. Oh, he grew healthy, wavy, blonde hair on his head. The kind that babies always go for, with sticky little fingers. Do-do-do, 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 da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
Joey Blair!
Very nice.
Now, a lot of people don't know that her real name is actually Joey. So they're going to be setting up for a while, and I have nothing planned. I agreed to do this to sort of get out of my comfort zone. So.
Think of the stories.
There we
you
go.
write. Murder at the Jean Cocteau.
We're going to give commentary here on what's going on.
Doesn't your comfort zone involve meat hooks and things?
It did. It did. And now it's much, much worse. So I will remind everybody again that we've got a bar, we've got concessions, and the people there are awesome. So you may need a drink, I don't know. You may need some popcorn, but
I need a drink.
Go see Nick.
go see Nicole, the wonderful Nicole, or go see the wonderful Laurel. Make sure you tip and tip well. They're working hard, whether you believe it or not. And
Give me a signal when you guys are ready.
Yeah.
please give me one.
10 seconds.
I'm just standing here like an ass with a piece of paper.
Anyone that wants to do the show with us sometime, if you don't get up tonight during the open mic, you can email Steve or Jules, as he's sometimes called, srubinfilms@gmail.com.
What do you say?
RUBIN.
You
Good?
can also like our Facebook page, their Facebook page, Julesworks Follies.
It belongs to everyone.
It belongs to them, and them, and you guys,
And you.
and you,
And you.
and me, I guess to me. So, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You took
Thank
forever.
God. So the full-on Monty Python copyright infringement experience, also known as the Monty Python Recreation Brigade Squad Posse, also known as Crunchy Rob owned Real Dead Frog Parrot Droppings, recreates original Monty Python material. This month they present the famous snippet of the Holy Grenade from Monty Python's Holy Grail, which it's about to be Easter. It was Easter. It's Easter today. It was Easter. Happy Easter. Let me present Tom Sibley, Jules, Leticia Cortez.
I'm in it?
No? Who's in it?
I'm in it.
These people. All right. Long list.
Jesus Christ!
I warned you!
I peed myself again!
I warned you, but did you listen to me? Oh no, you knew it all, didn't you? Oh, it's just a harmless little bunny, isn't it? Well, it's always the same. I always...
Shut up!
Oh, but did they listen to me?
Right!
Oh no!
Charge!
How many did we lose?
Go in!
Hector and Boris. That's 5.
3, sir!
Yes, 3. Well, what's my line?
We better not risk it.
Guys, I gotta go. I'm not okay. I think.
3.
Did he hit his head?
3. 2. And we better not risk another frontal assault. That rabbit's dynamite.
But it helps to confuse it if we run away, Moa.
Oh, shut up and go change your armor.
Let's taunt it. It may become so cross it will make a mistake.
Like what?
Well,
Have we got bows?
no.
We have the holy hand grenade.
Yes, of course. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. 'Tis one of the sacred relics Brother Maynard carries with him.
Ia Jesu Domine.
Brother Maynard, bring forth the holy hand grenade.
Dona eis requiem. Ia Jesu Domine. Dona eis requiem.
How does it work?
No, not much.
Consult the book of armaments.
Armaments, chapter 2, verse 9 to 21. And Saint Attila raised the hand grenade up on high, saying, O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayest blow thy enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy. And the Lord did grin, and people did feast upon the lambs and sloth and carp and anchovies and orangutans and breakfast cereal and fruit bats and and the Lord
Skip a bit, brother.
Oh yes. The Lord spake, saying, First shalt thou take out the holy pin, then shalt thou count to 3. No more, no less. 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3. 4 shalt thou not count, and thou count to 2, excepting that thou then proceed to 3, and 5 is right out. Once the number 3, being the third number, be reached, then thou lobbest thou the holy hand grenade of Antioch towards thou foe, who being naughty in my sight shall snuff it. Amen.
Amen.
Right. 1, 2, 5.
3.
3. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
And thus for his
I really hope Nikolai's okay. Did anybody see what
He's
happened?
doing better.
Did I hit him with the rabbit?
No.
That rabbit, it's cursed.
Kill a rabbit, man.
pink
With huge, pointy teeth.
Ruffly
Where'd Steve go? Ah, General Raconteur Steve Terrell makes his return to the Follies. His hand is recovering, but he will be doing his first ever spoken word.
So I've got to follow head injuries and silly string.
Mike?
No, I'm Steve. Mike, would you go up?
You want a job?
Alrighty, yeah, I'm not that great a guitar player anyway, but I'm even worse with my tendonitis. So I was going to do a couple of hitchhiking songs, spoken word style. I actually wrote these years and years ago. I used to perform them quite frequently. And I'll just recite them. I was a hitchhiker. When all my friends were going to Europe and stuff, I was hitchhiking around the country and got to know the interstate system pretty well. But anywho. It was just the other day I was feeling kind of dumb. Ran out of gas out on the highway, had to stick out my old thumb. This 63 Falcon stopped for me, and the driver scared me so, because I looked into that car, and it was me 40 years ago. I was 19 and getting restless. The whole world was in a lull. I was lonely, lost and horny. College life was getting dull. I put 2 shirts into my backpack and a Bible for good measure, and I headed down the road to seek the vagabond treasure, to find strength in the stars, to find a home out in the road, being just like Jack Kerouac, just like Tom Joad. You know, heroes will fade and they've got no more to give, but those who are dying, they just go on and live. And every hiker has a vision of his hobo holy grail. Some seek wealth, some seek wisdom, some seek just to avoid jail. And every highway has a demon, and buddy, I met some. But there's angels who will answer when you're praying with your thumb. I was 21 inside an ambulance. They told me I was a lucky guy to escape with some broken bones and a DWI. I was a cripple for a while, but it didn't bring me down. I finally cast away my crutches and hitchhiked out of town to find the strength in the stars, to find the home in the road, to be just like Jack Kerouac and just like Tom Joad. Heroes will fade and they've got no more to give, but those who are dying, they just go on and live. Now let's take a little detour through the interstate system of my memories. Saw a blonde up on the on-ramp. She's got a virgin thumb. Enter me, the highway hero, looking happy, fat, and dumb. I'd been looking for America, but it slipped me in the West. So I thought I might get lucky with this damsel in distress. She said, my name is Linda. Would you want to get stoned? You know, one thing I hate, that's hitchhiking all alone. I've got a teepee in Sacramento where tonight we both can rest. Hey, I changed my destination for this damsel in distress. Because in a den of lions, in the dragon's cage, a lady needs a hero who's stupid but is brave. You don't need no suit of armor. You don't have to look your best. And hell, I've always been a sucker for a damsel in distress. There's a cop in El Cerrito. He wanted to see our IDs, and I laughed. I found out she's 6 years older than me. But that cop gave me a wink. My intentions he had guessed. He said, good luck, you horny hiker, with your damsel in distress. But near Crockett, California, she fiddled with her purse. She said, we're close enough. I've got the cash. I think I'll just take the bus. I don't have enough for you, but I wish you all my best. And I cussed that bus that took away my damsel in distress. And the sun sunk in the ocean and it darkened all the skies. I barely had $1 for some coffee and some fries. Though I should be smarter, I was trying hard to guess which one of those waitresses was a damsel in distress. Because in the den of lions in the dragon's cave, a lady needs a hero who's stupid but is brave. You don't need no suit of armor. You don't have to look your best. I've always been a sucker for a damsel in distress. Meanwhile, back to the alternative reality. I'm standing by my old car with my reckless younger self. He chugged some bargain bourbon and toasted to our health. He handed me the bottle, offered me a slug. I said, we must be in a time warp. He said, nah, it's just the drugs. He asked about the future. I said, buddy, here you are. You only made of flesh and bones, but you'll outlive this fucked up car. He asked about the vagabond treasure. I felt forced to lie. I said, it's just beyond that hill. He sped off, waved me by to find his strength in the stars, to find his home in the road, be just like Jack Kerouac, to be just like Tom Joad. They say heroes will fade and they've got no more to give. But those who are dying, we just go on to live. Thank you.
Steve Carroll will be back later on in the show. Also later on in the show, we'll be doing a raffle for some cool stuff. Everybody that bought their way in got a raffle ticket. You can buy more if you like. I think they're $3 individually or 2 for $5. Next up, we have another Julesworks rip-off production. This is going to be a snippet from Portlandia's famous feminist bookshop. Starring Greg Sonnenfeld, Leticia Cortez, and Laura Engstrom.
All right. This is our new batch of books, and I think that we should just kind of go through them and make sure it's what we want in the store.
Okay.
Oh, so this is New Girl Order.
Isn't that a very famous book?
Oh, you're right. We want bottom-selling authors in this store. Over here. So. Oh, well, want to see my impression of Donna? Okay, come on. Okay, it's like this. Oh, hi, I'm Donna. I'm finally. I like the final things you want to today. Don't you think that's great?
It's a horrible impersonation of Donna, and considering she's your daughter.
Hi. Welcome to Women and Women First.
Hi. What happened to your pants?
They're frayed. Like the PSU bookstore sent me here, to get a bunch of books for class, for women's studies class. Do you have like a computer where I can just go look it up or something?
No, we're that computer.
We're the computer?
Oh, okay, then, different daughters.
Okay.
Vaginas.
No, hold on. Slow down. Slow down. So, different daughters. If we ordered that today, it'll take a year to get here.
It has to be written.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's your teacher?
Diane Fisher.
Oh, she's a little odd looking, isn't she?
I guess.
No, it's kind of like they made her eyes weird. Like,
they?
Don't you think?
Like who made her eyes weird?
Goddesses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, so what was that first book again?
Vaginas and Owner's Manual.
Okay, hold on. So, we got this, and this isn't about your book. This is something else. This is employees' rules. And this class, you don't need it. We have classes here. Abby D's queer question. Why don't you take that?
I had pole dancing class that day.
What you have
pole dancing.
Pole dancing?
Exercise.
We are about to freak out right now. I'm about 2 minutes from jumping up on this desk and kicking everything in sight. That's how which, by the way, is our own property.
Well, I guess I'll just go somewhere else.
No.
No, we're gonna find these books for you. Yeah.
Yes. You don't want to do anything by yourself in this store.
Right.
Well, I can do it.
No. Come with me. So, are you in a rush?
Yeah, I kind of have to go.
Can I do my impression of you?
Oh, I kind of have to go. Yeah. Huh? That book's on my list.
Can you put that down?
Different daughters.
Can you put that away, please?
Come on, it's over there.
Can you put that down? Every time you point, I see a penis.
Right there.
No pointing.
I'm sorry. I can't reach it. We're just gonna have to get it another time.
It's right there. Honestly, can you just get it? It's right there.
Let me show you. See, I can't reach it. I'm sorry.
It's right there.
Listen, I can't reach it. We're just gonna have to find another time.
Honestly, can you just?
No. Look. I can rest my hand on it. I can rest. I can touch it, but I just can't. I can't pull it.
What's
It's
wrong
too
with
far.
your hand?
This is my full extension. See?
Can I just get it?
No. The book is out of reach. We're just going to have to move on.
You can
Out of
we can give you this
reach?
book.
Yes.
We can give
but-
you this book.
Nope.
We
Nope.
can give you this book.
Nope. Can't reach it. Sorry.
We can give you this book.
It's,
Ah,
We can give you this book.
I just want the books that are on my list.
well.
We can give you this book.
No.
We can give you this one. Oh, we lost another one.
Oh.
Nice outfit.